Startup Hack. Today we're going to be talking about something that's making waves in the tech world, Donald Trump and why Trump presidency could actually be good for software companies. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but stick with me here because we might just change your perspective a little bit. So let's jump into this today. All right, welcome to Startup Hack. I'm Spencer Thomason here at Startup Hack. We love to train software developers in our licensed coding boot camps, as well as build custom software solutions for companies. I do a lot of work as a fractional CTO. With over a decade of executive leadership and a solid 25 years in software development, I've mastered the art of transforming technology, teams, and products. All right, Trump is a controversial figure. I get it. But when it comes to the economy, he's proven time and again that he's all about growth. And guess what? Growth is what software companies need. Trump's policies around deregulation and tax incentives have shown that he understands what businesses need to thrive. For tech companies, especially startups and developers, a Trump presidency could mean more freedom to innovate without government red tape. Let's dive into some of these reasons why I feel like Trump will be a surprising ally to the software industry. Now, one of the main reasons that a Trump presidency could benefit software development is his pro-business stance. Trump believes in reducing regulations, which can often stifle innovation. Elon Musk has been a loud voice in this as well. In tech, less regulation means more flexibility for developers to experiment and create. So whether it's AI, software engineering, blockchain, less regulated environment encourages creativity. Trump's policies have already shown strong results for other industries, and software development will be next. So more innovation could mean faster growth for startups and tech giants alike. So his pro-business policies mean growth. Now, next one, tax incentives for innovation. During Trump's first term, we saw tax incentives aimed at spurring innovation and business expansion. For software companies, that means more resources to invest in R&D, hire new developers, and bring groundbreaking products to market. So with these incentives, tech companies could scale much faster. Trump's tax cuts provide the breathing room for businesses to reinvest in themselves. This translates into job creation, especially for junior developers who are entering the workforce. Ultimately, a strong tech workforce means stronger products and services. So I'm pro-capitalism. A lot of people think, oh, you're just pro-Trump. No, I'm pro-capitalism. So I'm going to go with a candidate that I believe is going to bring the most growth into the economy and to small businesses. Let's say it. I'm biased. I'm biased that I want to see small businesses grow. I want to build jobs. That's my incentive. My incentive is to build software development jobs. So I'm looking to a candidate who's going to bring tax incentives for small businesses to build jobs. There's nothing about the American way that talk about handouts, but incentives by building capitalism is what we've seen under Donald Trump. And that's why I'm a supporter of pro-capitalism. Now, Trump has consistently emphasized his support for entrepreneurship. In the tech sector, this means fostering an environment where new startups can thrive. Trump's focus on deregulation aligns perfectly with the tech community's need for fast-paced innovation. Few barriers to entry for new businesses mean more competition, and competition is the lifeblood of innovation. By lowering the cost of starting and running a software business, Trump's policies make it easier for entrepreneurs to get their ideas off the ground, and lower taxes are always going to help to drive this. So this creates a healthy, dynamic market for software development. So his support for entrepreneurial ecosystem is one of the big reasons I think we'll see this. Now, next, a strong economy is essential for any industry, and Trump's economic policies have been focused on growth. When the economy is booming, investors are more willing to pour money into tech companies. More capital means more opportunities for software development firms to expand their teams and take on larger projects. So under Trump, the stock market saw incredible gains, which translates into increased investment in tech. As a result, software companies saw a surge in funding and innovation, and that, my friends, is a good for everyone in the industry. So a booming economy means more investment in tech. What have we seen over the last 4 years? We have seen an economy that has been struggling to work with inflation, that has been hammered on every side with the handouts going in the wrong directions. And this inflation has just crippled businesses because it's raised costs, so many different pieces. Now, if your company has systems that aren't connected, let us help you out. Here at Startup Hack, our specialty is connecting systems to help your company work like a well-oiled machine. So check out startuphack.com/Spencer and we can help you out. Now, I found this interesting graph, and I really want to kind of show this graph here because I think this is really interesting as we've started to see over the last couple of years. This graph goes a few years back, and I really like this because Silicon Valley is polarizing into distinct left, and I want to start from the bottom, into distinct left and right-wing camps. So in 2000, we saw that it was very conservative right? In 2004, we saw it kind of more split with this shift to start seeing to the left. We've seen this shift over to the left side, and this is just CEOs and their political leaning. Now, we started to see some of this shift back just a little bit in 2020, but now that we've seen this massive shift where so much of the tech CEOs, US tech executives are moving more to the right wing. You've seen this with Elon Musk. We've seen this with even like Zuckerberg is starting to align differently. We're seeing a lot of different CEOs who are starting to align differently. And I think it's because a lot of them are coming to the same realization that the far right is doing more to help small businesses and to help the economy grow under this. Now, one of Trump's key philosophies is that government should stay out of the way of business. This has been true by the Republicans for as far back as Reagan. Reagan used to say that the scariest words are, we're the government and we're here to help, right? And this little funny joke that he said, I think on Johnny Carson, I don't know, probably 25 years ago at this point, is really kind of the same point that we see a lot with Trump's philosophy. For software development, the government being out of the way means fewer bureaucratic hoops to jump through. Tech moves fast, and it moves faster than government, and developers need an environment where they can innovate without unnecessary restrictions. Trump's deregulation efforts provide the freedom needed to help new technologies, apps, and systems that can change the world. Fewer rules allow developers to take more risks, which often leads to the next big breakthrough. So deregulation will boost innovation. Now, excuse me. Trump has always been focused on job creation, and this could have a huge impact on the software industry. As more companies grow under Trump's policies, the need for skilled developers skyrockets. This is where we come in, training in the next generation of software developers through our licensed coding boot camps. We here are experts at training software developers. Under Trump's economic policies, software companies will need more developers, creating opportunities for seasoned professionals and those just entering the field. The demand for tech talent will only increase, and that's great news for the developers at every level. If you're a developer, look at the previous 4 years and then the last 4 years. The last 4 years being a software developer has been terrible. Being a developer the previous 4 years was wonderful. Just keep that in mind. Now, Trump's focus on infrastructure development doesn't just mean roads and bridges. It means digital infrastructure. Investments in 5G networks, high-speed internet, cybersecurity will make it easier for software companies to build and deploy their products. The modernization of America's digital infrastructure means more bandwidth for developers to create innovative solutions that can scale globally. This creates new opportunities for software companies to push boundaries and deliver cutting-edge technologies. So you can see that he's willing to invest in infrastructure to help technology. Now, Trump's America First policies have a direct impact on tech companies based in the U.S. By prioritizing domestic companies and encouraging them to keep jobs and operations in America, Trump helps foster a tech ecosystem that is strong and competitive. This means more funding, more jobs, and more opportunities for software companies to grow within the U.S. market. When the tech industry is supported at home, we become a stronger global player. A pro-American stance helps U.S. tech companies. Now, hey, speaking of keeping things connected, if your company's tech stack is all over the place, let Startup Pack come in and help fix it. We specialize in connecting systems and optimizing workflows, so you can focus on what really matters, which is your customers and your revenue. Head over to startuppack.com/Spencer and see how we can help. Now, one area where Trump policies directly impact tech is cybersecurity. And we've seen, cybersecurity having major hits on these over the time. So this is really important. And his administration recognizes the growing threat of cyber attacks and took steps to strengthen America's defenses. For software developers, this means more opportunities to work on cutting-edge security technologies. Trump's focus on national security also ensures that software companies have the resources they need to protect sensitive data. This emphasis on cybersecurity will continue to be a major area of growth for tech firms under Trump's leadership. So he will focus on national security and cybersecurity. Now, despite some clashes, Trump has found common ground with tech leaders who share his vision of economic growth. and innovation. Figures like Elon Musk have praised Trump's focus on deregulation and pro-business policies. And Elon Musk isn't the only one. There's a lot of them as we started to see that shift in that graph that I was showing. This alignment creates a favorable environment for software development companies to thrive. Trump's abilities to bring tech leaders into his economic fold means that software companies benefit from the influence and investment these giants can provide. So Trump's alignment with big tech leaders is really going to be important, especially over the next 4 years. Now, Trump's policies also open up more funding for emerging technologies like AI, blockchain, and machine learning. With less regulatory oversight, tech companies have more freedom to explore new frontiers. This means more funding for research and development, creating new opportunities for software companies to lead the charge in these fields. By promoting a pro-innovation stance, Trump helps ensures the U.S. remains a leader in technological advances. So, if you look at things, you've heard the term the American way, right? Never in the American way was there anything about handouts. It's about taking it together, scrapping it together, and building up an empire. My great-grandpa is one who went through Ellis Island, took one flock of sheep and began to build a large empire and became a wealthy sheep and cattle herder in north central Washington. This is the American way. There was nothing in that about a government handout. Trump is going back to the basics of what capitalism is, and this will provide more funding opportunities for emerging technology because the principles are universal. They haven't changed. Now, ultimately, a Trump presidency creates a long-term growth environment for software companies. By focusing on deregulation, tax cuts, and job creation, Trump sets the stage for software development firms to thrive. His policies ensure that tech companies have the resources, talent, and infrastructure needed to succeed in an increasingly competitive global market. For software developers, this means a bright future with plenty of opportunities for innovation and growth. Now, one of the big things about this, too, to remember is that it's not just Trump, but it's the group that he's bringing with him. It's Trump plus Musk plus JFK, RFK Jr., plus so many others. And the group that Trump has allied together is what will bring the long-term growth for the economy, and I think will help software companies to grow. Now, what are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Obviously, there's a lot of the country that's going to disagree with me at this point, but I am really worried about my biggest concern is around the capitalism so that we can grow software development jobs. That is my number one priority, is to be able to have the ability to grow software development jobs. Now, what are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I love having a great discussion, and we can disagree without being disagreeable, but throw in your thoughts down in the comments down below. That's the best way you can give me a great shout out here. Here at Startup Hack, we love to train software developers in our licensed coding bootcamp and to build custom software solutions for companies. So reach out because we'd love to help. Hit the links down below or check out startuphack.com today, and we'll catch you guys next time. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel because we bring you lots of great tutorials and tips that every developer should know. See you next time.